Kinect to be able to go and actually make peripherals
Yeah.
where you can actually do shit.
You know
like
they're
that.
going to do it, and then they're going to have to bite the bullet and say, well,
Yeah.
we had to make the peripherals because people wanted them. No, you had to make the peripherals because that's how you game.
Yeah.
You dipshits.
I hate the people that like rip on the Move all the time.
Yeah.
It's just a Wii, a redone Wii. Yeah, it's
Play
better.
the games that have you played the Move stuff for Little Big Planet 2?
No.
And there's just a couple things right now. They're going to patch in complete Move compatibility soon.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. I mean, okay, you know what? It's not like Wii, because Wii can't sense when I move my hand and twist my wrist and do things.
Yeah, it can to a certain extent, but it's kind of
We can just do this. Slash my sword. Always the same.
It looks good, yes, I'll give you that. It looks good.
The game looks good. The Move compatibility will sell it for me.
Yeah.
So much fun. Look at that.
I'll give you that completely.
Creating our own guys, like Tiger Woods style, playing tennis.
Us playing against each other.
Yeah,
that'll be the thing.
Fun.
So,
there's probably going to be like a career mode, of course, and where you start as a sucky tennis player. Happens all sports games.
That's like
I don't
every
think it's going to be
sports game
there.
ever.
But the thing is, you can't do that shit with the Move and shit like that
You can
because
play
you're
by
actually.
yourself.
No, I'm saying like a career mode and stuff like that. Like you gain points and put points into yourself.
Oh, you
Because to be honest with you, you're actually doing the shit.
Yeah,
so
it would
why
cut
would
that
you want?
completely out?
Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm all about it.
And I think that's fine.
And you would get better. So.
I think that's fine. I think what it should do, if you're going to play with the Move, it should say there are no skill points when you play with the Move. If you want to play with the Move still, please hit continue, and there you go. That's how you solve that.
So,
the skill points switch going into the volley, how good your volley is. There's no performance skill points at all. It's just how good your volleys or...
I mean, if you,
God dang it, don't know what the other one's called.
if your lob... If you play the
Yeah,
Move,
your lob and volleys.
If you play
all
the
that
Move, though, it'll be able to tell how good your volley
and hear how close you are and stuff like that.
Knows, I'm telling you, the thing knows
fucking
how
good.
hard and smooth you hit.
Like
and how
a lot of people
follow
who
through.
ripped on the fucking Move, you'll apparently have been playing.
Play
on.
Tiger Woods golf. I have to hit that damn thing like I'm hitting a real golf ball.
Yeah.
To get it to go. Like I have to swing through with my club and everything. Like it's
Well,
a real deal.
Dubs?
Sam, I'm disappointed that you're...
Huh?
No, go ahead, Dubs.
Oh, what, on Topspin 4? I'm not big into the Topspin games. Never was. As far as graphics looks, it looks pretty cool.
They always
but,
look good.
The motion, I think a PlayStation Move would be better off than the Kinect.
Yeah.
I think you need a peripheral in order to play
Yeah.
I
the
agree.
Topspin.
I agree
Gonna need
completely.
a lot of living room space to play this.
I was more of a Virtua Tennis player instead of a Topspin player.
Dubs is talking. I mean, not Dubs. God, Dark is talking in the chat about they need to lower the price or it'll die. What are we talking about? Are we talking about?
They're talking about the PSP too.
Oh yeah, yeah they do.
Okay, all right. So I was just double checking
It
those.
needs, PSP 2 needs to be cheap
So,
and affordable for people.
but I will say that Dubs is going to next interesting story,
I'm
and I
excited
really
to
want to
see
hear
what
about
this
this.
is.
Dubs, what do you got?
Christopher Nolan is working on 2 projects. One is the new Batman movie that's coming out, and the second project is the Inception, the video game. He says he wants to make it revolutionary, and the only thing that can mean that it is revolutionary is using the motion controllers of the Kinect or the PlayStation Move. Now, he says he wants to use what Inception is all about, having a architect a world for Inception. So my thing is, how are you going to do that? Are you going to select like what you're going to choose and move it like how Ellen Page does in the movie? Or is he going to be revolutionary and try to make an MMO out of this?
Here's what I'd like to see.
And people, oh man, okay.
Here's what I'd like to see. Let's put this in the Battlefield 2 style approach. Instead of a commander, you have an architect. And he builds a couple blocks ahead of the level while you're playing. And the one side has their architect, or not an architect, but the one side is like the guy's mind, defending his stuff. You could do like a what do they call them, an escort type thing in the game.
Mission where you get
Yeah, well, this could be one of the things. there could be the people who are incepting the mod. You know, you have a crew of those guys, and then the architect could be like the commander who's sitting there like, you know, take a left, and then you know, he can block. He has so many points that he can use per like area. Like he can block off walls or flip the level upside down on them, or you know, change gravity or all kinds of stuff. But he has to communicate with the Inception team. That way, it's not all going to get like muddled up and they get killed. That's the only way I can see it working.
Imagine if it is an MMO and you have to like do quests where you're basically doing Inception in other people's dreams and stuff.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be balling to do?
Oh man, like, or an RPG, even just like a single player game that you do.
How about this?
Awesome.
You make it a multiplayer game, but yet you play for one or the other sides. That like make it but it's like say 100 people versus 100 people or something like that. Better yet, fuck that. Let's go
limited.
Let's
limited
go
people.
50 to 50.
Not even that. I think it needs to be very small. I think it needs to be confined. Here's what you could do with this to make it cool. Make it like 6-on-6. 6 defenders, 6 inceptors. But the thing with the defenders is
do 20 at 10 on 10. And then
the thing with the defenders would be, do like an Assassin's Creed style thing,
right?
Where like you kind of the defenders, because they're part of his mod, can blend into the world.
Blend in with the projections.
Yeah.
Right, and the thing is that you got to follow. It's kind of like the game that I was talking about a long time ago, which I cannot wait to get my fucking
Spy
hands
Party.
on. Spy Party.
Exactly.
Where you kind of play in as you have to act like these people in the world, and do not act like a dumbass.
Right.
And be different than everybody else.
Like let's give them like almost the Agent Smith style, like, because they're part of the mod, because they're significantly there for one reason, to defend that mod. Maybe they can Agent Smith and like, hey, look at that. Is that bellhop acting funny to you? And then all of a sudden the bellhop turns into one of those security guard guys and starts opening fire.
Or do this. Have it where you're looking suspicious. You're the one trying to get the information from this guy. You're looking suspicious.
Both sides have to.
AI starts following that thing that they think is suspicious.
Oh, so it's like in the movie when they start. Oh man, it'd be great. Like,
all right, yeah,
the
have
head
like
turn.
Right. All right, here's an idea. You have a 6-on-6. The 6 plus the dude that you're basically going into the guy's dream or guy or girl's dream, and his 6 people are his security, kind of like in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And basically the other guys have the architect or basically building the dream and building the levels while you're trying to do Inception or trying to plant an idea.
The main person who is getting their shit jacked, pretty much, say that they're in a room and they can't move out of that room.
Well, they can do certain things. Like, they can have a gun.
But they can
they can't have a good gun.
Right.
Things like
they
that.
can move out of the picture and be able to look around and be like, okay, well, this guy's looking really suspicious here. You all need to go check him out.
Yeah, still.
And then the other people are stuck in third-person mode, and where they're going through and trying to find this person.
Yeah, exactly.
And the other person is doing, dude, we should
fucking
write them.
I know. And then the architect is back there, like, fucking shit up outside in the world. Like, Like, why is there a wall here? This wall wasn't here before. Like, that kind of stuff.
Well, so what we're going to try to do to get to this guy is we need this to be shaded. So can you put something up here that will shade this?
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. And then build, like, stuff up.
Or, like, even, like, as long as the defenders aren't nearby, the architect of the other side can, like, start putting things, like, maybe, like, they can build a wall on one side of a hallway to limit them getting there, so they have to go all the way around to the other side.
And the fact of that is that the person on the other side is getting their shit jacked is they see the world as it is. It won't change for them at all.
Right.
They don't notice any of that shit changing. But all of a sudden the guy's like going, okay, well look, I think they're moving over here. They're by this wall right here.
For the guy,
there's no wall there.
Exactly, and that's when
there's a wall here.
Oh shit! Like they're right there,
dude. We fucking need to write down this shit because this sounds fucking
like the guy. Like the guy walks up, and all of a sudden there's an invisible wall there. For me, just like I can't move past. oh damn it! Like,
Yes. Dude, I'm clipping this shit tonight, and I am sending this in to them.
Fucking all of a sudden you turn around, there's 6 people with AKs just pointing at you.
Yes.
Get him.
Yes,
Imagine you could go to sleep and go to a different level of a dream.
Oh man.
Yeah. Dude, hell, this is fucking phenomenal.
You can make the levels progressively harder for the Inceptors. Like, that way the Defenders, because, like, the first level, the Defenders are going to get their asses kicked almost always, unless they're really good. Then you go to a tougher level for them, then a tougher level, and then the last level is almost like a fucking fort. Like, there's machine guns
it's
and
pretty
shit
much
everywhere.
like Left 4 Dead.
Yeah.
Because where you're the zombies, and you have all the other zombies attacking them and shit like that.
You have a bunch of AI guards in the last stage. Like, it's like a fucking army just for you.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
No. Think about this. Now, if you're going into different levels of dreaming, you take the 6 people from your team, but only like 2 or 1 people go into the different level, while the other people are in that other level
have to
doing
defend the other level. I know exactly what he's talking about, just like in the movie.
So
only
that's
one
the hard
has
shit.
to stay behind.
So that's where your difficulty gets harder.
And you can choose how many to take to the next level, but you always have to leave one guy behind.
Yeah.
And then you turn on the music to do the kick.
Oh man, I want that music. I want the exact music that...
Dude. Dude. That sounds... Let's fucking...
I want to watch Inception tonight now, damn it.
Let's do it. Fuck, we can do it.
I know, I'm about to.
Do you have it yet?
I don't have it on DVD.
No, I mean, do you have it on, like,
Yeah, I've got it.
I have it off the shelf.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so, fuck, dude, this sounds fucking awesome. This is fucking perfect. God, I'm so glad we get into this shit. We need just to have a set-down fucking...
I swear we should
like,
make games. I wish we all knew how to make fucking games.
I want to design it, but I don't want to build it.
I'd like to fucking...
I don't want to build the shit.
Here's my thing.
I don't want to... But I want to be the person that goes...
Why don't you design it, I'll write it, and Dubs can build it.
I think I put a patent on it.
Say what?
Put a patent on it.
That's what we're going to do. After this show right here, Riot Network is going to put this shit into... We're going to contact the Inception people. And,
We're going to contact Leonardo DiCaprio.
No, not them.
Dear Mr. DiCaprio!
No, I'm going to talk about the developers for this game, thinking about it. I think we could really do something about this.
I hope you get back with that bitch and your kids in the movie.
Did that top quit spinning, or did it fall down?
I don't know if it did or did not. You should tell me. Thank you, goodbye.
So, wow.
I feel like that's a real letter he probably got.
I did.
Hey, did the top quit spinning? Yours truly, Tyrone.
Oh, man. Wow. So, actually, that's in the story, so let's go ahead and get into a little bit. What?
Wait, go ahead.
What?
I was going to do an open topic.
What open topic do you want to do?
I wanted to talk about the game Sam was supposed to talk about, but he didn't.
What?
Well, I was giving it to L. Davis, but he didn't talk about it. Do you want me to talk about it now? I know a ton about it.
What?
Silent Hill Downpour.
I have a link to screenshots that was released earlier this week.
Right.
I gave it to L. Davis, but he didn't use it. Like, I got those exact shots.
And then we're going to have to tie this up really quick.
I'm just going to sum it up. You know, fuck this. We'll talk about it next week.
I really think we need to dedicate time to it.
Yeah, I want to make this a serious thing where we have deep discussions like we just did about this game.
Yeah.
So let's not talk about this week. We'll talk about
it next week.
You know,
and we can
let's talk about the games we're playing in the show. And next week, you guys can get a Silent Hill conversation.
Sounds excellent. Going over to a review from Raji. Raji, you played Splatterhouse this week. What do you think?
I sure did. It actually took me 2 settings of 3 to 4 hours apiece. This game, I give it. It's a great arcade hack and slash, or excuse me, punch and rip apart game. It's got a good story. However, I thought the gameplay wasn't there for me.
Okay.
The controls were they're good, but they get sluggish at times. Camera angles get horrible at times. Trying to get control of the camera. Boss battles kind of felt too easy, even when I went back on the hardest difficulty, it still felt too easy. This is definitely a rent. I don't give games a trash unless I really, 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 really hate them. But this game is definitely a rent, not a buy. I would not buy this game for $60.
So you GameFly.
Yeah, you should GameFly.
Yeah, you
Right, network.
GameFly, but I have.
TV.
Yeah.
From now on, we